I was upset because I wanted to be together sooner. And you said no. And so it's March, and this is our anniversary month. On the 15th, we'll have been married 8 years. So we wanted to share with you guys our story of how we met and fell in love. Picture it, 2007. We met at Oasis Church in Los Angeles. It was Creative Arts Night. And I walked into rehearsal. I was dance team ministry leader. I walked into rehearsal, and at that time I had a 2-year-old daughter, Peyton. And so I walked into rehearsal trying to find her and look for her, and I looked down in the front where the choir was and the dance team and all the band and everything, and I saw this guy holding my daughter. And I was a little confused because I'm like, she's supposed to be in class, like why are the kids in here? So I walk down and I say, excuse me, yeah, she's mine. She said she just walked up to me and put her arms up like that. And to hold her. So I'd never seen you before.
Yeah, she came to me.
You'd been at that church for how long before we met?
About at least a year.
And I've never seen you.
I was on stage, I was singing.
I was on stage dancing, and we never saw each other. So back a few years before then, okay, he goes to my same church. We've never seen each other. We're in creative arts. We all have rehearsal Wednesday night. Find out once we kind of met and became friends that we were in the same Omarion music video, standing right next to each other, and never met. I was dancing on the video, he was playing in the band in the video, and we never met.
Never met. I came in to watch the rehearsal that evening. The dance team was up on stage practicing. There was a little child who was clearly lost. And I was like, oh my God, this homeless child and their horrible parent has left them, abandoned them. And she had the big pussycat eyes, like, and she walked over to me and was like, you, stranger, will you keep me safe? So I was like, sure, you're clearly someone's child. I'm sure they'll come looking for you eventually. So we sat there and watched them dance. Come
on, church nursery.
And then, they just let them out.
Just let them out.
All right, you guys are two.
Go find your parents.
Fend for yourself. So she came, she sat down, and the rest is history. And then later on we did discover, just through conversation, that we happened to be on the same music video set on the same night, literally feet away from each other. And it looked like this. I was sitting over here, and
I was like this.
And we were right next to each other, like, hey, what's up, man? The funny thing is I had just moved from Florida over to California, and I was doing the whole extra thing. And I was like, oh, movies, this is so amazing. This was like my first experience on set. And then, these guys are well-known musicians, and it's the whole nine. It's, cameras, lights, and action. And for somebody who had never experienced that firsthand, it was pretty amazing. And I joked because everybody was so dressed, and like the dancers were all fly, and everybody was dressed up, and everybody looked amazing, and everyone's camera ready. And it's like, I'm like, yeah, I gotta come correct because my wife is probably here tonight. And she was.
Peyton introduced us because I didn't even know he went to our church, and then over the weeks and the months and stuff like that, I would see him every now and then. I went on tour, and I came back and ran into him and another friend at church, and then from there we just hung out in the same circles. We were at the same, get-togethers and same events. Well, I wanted to like date him, and he was like,
I don't know, you're a stranger.
Yeah. He's like, what are we in high school? Just because you think I'm cute doesn't mean we should start dating. Can you believe he said that? We had to be friends for a year and get to know each other, which was good. I'm not gonna say we had to, but we decided to be friends, get to know each other, and then finally, January 8th, on a rainy day, he asked me to be his girlfriend. You remember that?
yeah, I do. It was.
Literally January 9th, I started counting down our year romance because I was like, we getting married. Like, I'm 30 years old. So I want to get married. I want to get married. So we dated for a year. It was great. It was the best year of your life, wasn't it? Yes. It was the best year of your life. And then what happened?
About a year later, I proposed.
In February, to be exact.
February 9th.
February 9th. And in front of the entire women's convention that was at our church. And we were married 6 weeks later.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
But the wedding was beautiful.
It was awesome.
We had a beach wedding.
Wouldn't
All the people that we loved were there, you know. But we went on our honeymoon, and like the first day, I talked him into buying a timeshare. I was like, babe, I'll eat rice and beans for a whole year if you buy this timeshare. And that was like the first big mistake I made in our marriage, like that we both kind of regret. Now we're stuck with it. We use it, but it wasn't the best. We paid it off, but it wasn't the best to do on your honeymoon. I might change a few things.
No, it's been good. It's
yeah.
been you know, I feel like if it's not one thing, it's another. It's not like a, you know, oh, there's someone else better out there. I think it's a sort of situation, as it is all marriage or marriages, that the dynamic of the relationship is different with every person. So while you could be in a grass is greener sort of syndrome, you know, it's not necessarily true. You know, the grass is green where you water it. So, you know, we've had ups, we've had downs. We had a lot of really great times, and I think our goods far outweigh our bads. And it's been awesome. Yeah. It's been, you know, I think part of the human experience and part of marriage as well is like having the bads so that you have a baseline of comparison. And when you have that, you can make an accurate assessment as to what is actually good. We have our preconceived notions of what we think good is, and then there is actual good. And a lot of times, actual good will far supersede anything you think is going to be good, you know? And I think that's been the case with us a lot. I've seen it work in ways where it's just been, wow, that was really mind-blowing. Like, this dynamic that we have is really mind-blowing and kind of amazing when it's firing on all cylinders. And, you know, that's a God thing too, so. Definitely. We can look back on our 8 years and see how God has moved in our life. Like, it's so evident. It's like crystal clear, just what he was doing in those years. So it's exciting to see how he is moving in our lives, and we're looking forward to the next 80 years together and just to see what he does. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you have any more questions, there's so much more to our story, but I don't want this to be like a 3-hour video. If you have any questions about any of the things we had to deal with, me being a single mom and you having an instant family and anything like that, you have questions, leave those questions below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, so now you want to sing. Babe, are you body rolling? Didn't we talk about body rolling?
I didn't have to do it. You did all of it yourself.
Didn't we talk about body rolling? No. A man
How much? It's your favorite?
No. A man should never body roll. Ever.
Informer?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm sick, so I can't give you the best representation of the velvety smooth.
It's our anniversary. Anniversary. Dance with me.
This is a safe one.